One man who's looking to make a name for himself in the spotlight, MP. Excited for his debut on the NBA court. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Heat on the new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you joined us. This could be a lot of fun.
It's great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
Now let's check in with Allie and see what she has for us on MP. Allie, take it away.
Well, tonight marks MP's debut coming off the bench to play in his first NBA game. There were some doubts and pushback as he maneuvered his way to the team that he wanted to be drafted by, but at the end of the day, MP said, I know I belong here. Now is my chance to show the world who I am. Guys?
Yeah, he's clearly bought in and ready to go. Thanks so much for that report. On the floor for Miami, they've got MP. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Powell. And it's Hero in at the 2.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Wiggins knowing exactly when to assert himself in the paint.
Wagner passes to Bane. Fires from deep. It's all in by Bam Adebayo.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A terrific addition. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the paint. Here's
And scoring is not always his primary responsibility, but this has been Adebayo's night, and they will take it.
bounce pass Black. In the corner, it's Bane. Kicks it out to Wagner. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the deep.
The Heat trail by 4. And here's MP for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Ryan's got 5 points so far.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
First trip to the free throw line. For him in this one.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
And Bane drops them both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
The 3 from MP. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And so it's Franz Wagner making highlights for the Orlando Magic. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Wiggins is out there with Pop. Then it's Khalil Wynn. Then it's MP. And it's Hero in at the 2-guard spot.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Here's Black. 5 points in the game. Up top, Wagner. Black kicks to Banchero. 4 on the shot clock. Howard, the pass to Wagner. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Miami trailing. Pass to Ware. Back to MP. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with the triple. And here making his NBA debut tonight is MP, a native out of Laurel, Vermont. And MP has had quite the path to get to the NBA.
Hey, what do they say? It's not where you came from. It's where you're headed. MP might hail from a state not known for producing basketball stars, but he's here now and has the right mentality from what I've seen. And great job from beyond the arc this quarter.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they do in terms of motivation. What they said to you. Hey man, all day is the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame, can't evade like this. It's gonna take patience. Work constant, check up steady maintenance. You might lose homies, you might fake friends. Thought you get it in a year. It might take 10.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Howard. And Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. Suggs looking around. Wagner outside. Pass to Wagner. Wagner has screen on Powell. Lets it go with the three. They get it back. Suggs. Wagner kicks to Wagner. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
An explosive performance by Wagner tonight, showing just how dangerous he is when he's at his best.
And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
Hey, that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
It's good. Wagner's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Now, here's MP. He's got 16. And the Heat another three.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Suggs kicks to Banchero.
Get the perimeter.
Wagner outside. That doesn't go either for Wagner.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 8. 6 feet out. And there's Banchero on the assist from Wagner. Banchero's got 9.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero sees.
Drains it. From beyond the arc. 22 points for MP.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Screen on Wiggins. Pass to Wagner. Pass to Black. Orlando moving the ball. 2 minutes remaining. Wagner with the screen for Wagner. Takes the 13-footer. Kicks it out to Banchero. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat leading by 6. And a wide open look for MP. And the Heat another 3.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that high.
Timeout.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 14. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Really tough quarter for him, shooting the ball.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Adebayo is always a threat to dunk it. He's light on his feet and extremely explosive.
Wagner outside. And the 3 ball is good. Wagner's got 17.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Now, here's MP. 25 points in the game.
And he is having an unbelievable game from three-point range. How long can he keep this up?
Pass to De Silva. Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Wagner's got 19 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
MP against Suggs. MP, that's for 2. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can take a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And so that's the end of the first half. Heat lead by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with? And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Heat.
The difference in field goal percentage is crazy. They're getting exactly what they want out there.
Yeah, even if adjustments are made, how does that defense really slow them down? That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection.
Checked in for Orlando. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about. And that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bain and Wagner. And it's Black in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando. Ryan with the bucket.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Carter sets the pick for Bain. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Miami leading by 15. Shots good by Hero.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Outside, Bane. Offensive rebound. And Carter with the dunk.
And how about the effort by Carter? Always lurking there on the offensive glass.
MP deciding where to connect again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, what a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Down low, Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Payne for three. Miami grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he comes up with the deuce.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Payne passes to Black, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And Adebayo will not shy away from the physicality in this game. He actually welcomes the contact on his way to the rim.
Gets it to fall, the bucket from Bane.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
What a find! These are the kind of plays we've come to expect from him.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the board for Miami starting the fourth. We've got another from three.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it.
Miami foul. Ryan. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Powell against Wagner.
Pick coming.
Pass to De Silva. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And again for three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Wagner has screen on Powell.
Get the perimeter.
Wagner kicks to Suggs. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So
Another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a four-way tie now.
Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
And all those great shooting performances from Klay Thompson, well, this night belongs right there with him.
And that one's good, Wagner.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
MP with it. Powell kicks to MP. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit.
They've shown some strength.
And another one.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. The three from MP. And again, Miami with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Outside, Payne to halt the run. Another miss by Orlando.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. The three from Banchero. Nailed from three-point land. Banchero's got 11 in the second half. MP outside. Fires top of the key. And it's Miami with another.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Wagner finds Suggs. The three from Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
And here's MP for three. And again, Miami with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
MP from deep three-point land. And again, Miami with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat.
And
hits it again. Wow.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number. Tying
another bucket. Wow.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
And good, he hits it again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81.
Again, what an avalanche.
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for 2nd all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws yet another bucket.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
80 points. Only 2 people in the history of the league have reached 80 points before tonight, MP. What are you feeling right now? Kevin, over to you.
Jennifer, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA.
MP, right here.
Ms. Harkins. Thank you. Congratulations on this incredible record, MP. The most three-pointers ever made in a single game. When you made the shot to set the record, what went through your head?
I was thinking if I don't get back on defense, coach is going to sub me out.